Everyone, welcome to today's live stream. Today we're going to talk about automation. We named it Marketing Automation 101. So we're going to go through the basics, but also the practicalities of what is it, why on earth do you need it, and how do you approach it when you have decided that this might be something you need. It's like I said, we call it marketing automation, but it's a lot around general business automation. So we'll get to all the details about what I mean. But that is the topic of today, and I'm quite excited. It's a topic that has been around for a while. Automation's been around for a while in business and marketing, but it's defined in very many different ways by different companies, different people. So being working with this for a while, I know that one company calls automation one thing and another one calls automation another thing. So I'm not gonna criticize the one or the other, but automation can be a lot more than some definitions might limit it to. So let's dive into it. Let me share my screen. There we go. Yes, so we're going to talk about marketing automation. There's some goals for this topic. You are free also to ask questions. We are live on various social channels, but we will pick up comments on all of them. So if you have any comments or questions or want to something you want elaborated on, you are free to ask. And if you're watching it in replay, you are also free to just pop those questions in and we will get to that as well. We love questions, so really hope that you will ask if you have any. So the goals for this session is to talk about how to get more customers from our marketing. Isn't that what we all want? We don't want marketing to be a black hole where the money goes out and no one knows where it's going. So we want to get more customers. We also want to spend our marketing resources efficiently. Again, we don't want to just pour out money, not knowing what's going on with it and not having it just as a post in the budget that is quite annoying. It should be done with purpose. On purpose, with purpose. And then we're going to look at how we let tech support that process. So we're going to go into the automation. What should be automated? We're going to look at how to prioritize what to do first in your marketing in general, and automation in those steps. So automation will help you to do more without having to spend more time on it. So things that you would have normally done manually or should be doing manually but might not be doing that helps your conversion process from lead to customer, to automate that and how to do so. So let's start with the first one, to get more customers from your marketing. How do you get more customers from your marketing? And again, I won't exclude sales and business processes from this, even though I call it marketing automation. So we could also call it business automation. But there's a few stats. 48% of salespeople never follow up with the prospects. There's two main reasons for that. And you must say, no, that's not right. Especially if you're in sales, you say, no, that's not the case. But time and time again, when we implement systems with clients, we see that it is the case. But this is not my stats. This is from, you find them various places online, from the British Sales Institute. Main reasons are, one, there's not efficient lead registration. So leads are on sticky notes, emails, various places, landed in a form, sitting on the back end on a website, various places. It's leads, you've spoken to people, business cards, etc., etc. One of the main reasons why people don't follow up is because there's no efficient lead registration. So you go on with your day and that lead disappeared. Second one is that people don't necessarily, or salespeople are a little bit uncertain of what to talk about with their lead first time when they engage. We're going to solve that very easily with understanding who people are, where they're coming from, by using, amongst other things, automation. Then we have that 25% of salespeople make a second contact and then they stop because they feel like, oh no, I'm nagging this person, etc. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Now, why is that important? Because only 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 90% of sales are made on a fourth contact and up. So if you're only doing half of the salespeople forgets to or don't follow up in the first place, only 25% of people follow up twice, and only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts, then only 10% of salespeople do what it takes or the minimum requirement for close 90% of business. So basically, we need to do more. We need to do more and take our personal pride out of it, understanding what we're actually communicating and what we're doing as salespeople and why we're doing it. Which comes down to, what are your expectations to your advertising efforts? Are you expecting? And this is where even marketers, we have to get back to that all the time. Are we putting up ads expecting people to buy straight away? Or do we have processes in place to nurture those leads into actual customers? Are we allowing the leads the opportunity to become customers? Or are we blocking it as salespeople? Very relevant. So let's look at how the customer moves through the customer journey. Now, a customer journey is the sum of all experiences that your lead has with your business. A key thing is that this experience with your business happens regardless of you influencing that experience or not. So your potential client will experience your business one way or another. You can either help shape that experience or you can ignore that experience. Obviously, you should try to shape that experience to be beneficial for them to becoming a customer. So the customer journey, and we're going to look at what you need to do at the different stages to encourage that. So your customer journey stages are problem. They become aware of a problem, and you'll find different versions of this customer journey, but this is how we have split it up here. So your customer becomes aware of a problem or a challenge that they might need solved. Then they become aware of you as a supplier. This can happen at the same time if they just see the product and you as a supplier at the same time, and they click on it and they see your brand. Then they go into consideration phase. They consider two things. Do I have this need that I think I have? And secondly, is this supplier a relevant supplier for me to use? So those are the things that they consider in the consideration phase. We need to understand this, because what we do as a company must match that. Then they go into decision phase. The decision is either purchase, not purchase from the supplier or from another supplier. So we need to, again, know that. We're going to get into what exactly we need to do as a business. When people purchase or they move into what's called a retention phase, where we want to make sure that they maintain the customer relationship. They continue to buy, they continue to refer you, to talk about you and be an ambassador for your brand, which now moves into loyalty, where they refer you, they become fans. We often call it also as fans. We will see that on the business side, we call the matching activities will be around creating fans. In the problem and awareness stage, we need to focus as a business on collecting leads. I'm going to break these down again. So we're going to get back to these. We're focusing on collecting leads through efficient targeting, efficiently attracting the lead to you and capturing them. Captured in a positive way, we allow them to leave their details to be contacted by us. In the consideration decision phase, our business or in our marketing should focus on converting clients. Sounds easy. Many businesses don't focus on this stage at all, or not enough. Or they think they do. It's about engaging and nurturing. So now understanding that they are in the consideration phase, considering their needs, and you as a supplier, what do you communicate when they are in that stage? Then offer the right thing at the right time. That can be to not offer too early, can be to offer early enough, that can vary, but to understand that. And then closing. How difficult is it to purchase? Is it too many options? Is it misleading? Too many button clicks? Too slow loading? A lot of different things. Then in the retention loyalty phase, when someone has purchased, we really need to focus on deliver what is promised, and impressing by delivering beyond what is promised, and then multiplying the business, which means getting the referrals, getting the upsells, getting the repeat sales, efficiently doing this. In this phase, automation is particularly valuable because people don't focus on it. They move on to the next sale. So it's quite easy to put in some simple processes, and we don't want to, of course, look at that, but to create these fans using automation and really maximizing. If you're spending, let's say in dollars, if you spend $50 in ads and lead nurturing, etc., and someone is buying a product from you that costs, say, $50, now you're in zero. If that customer buys again, then you make $50. If they referred another client again, you make another $50 without having to spend the initial money on the ads. So having good strategies for creating fans is really, really a boost for business. And it can be done, as I said, very easily with automation and without it feeling unpersonal. Here we just see that everything is connected, which I've sort of touched on. To be able to convert clients, you need to collect the leads. To be able to create fans, you need to convert clients. To be able to convert clients, you need to have fans talking about your business. And to be able to collect leads, you need to have converted clients that have turned into fans that talks nicely about your business. So this is all interconnected. So this is what we call the lifecycle marketing framework. You should have something at every step of the process. If not, this extended figure of 8 has holes in it, and people fall out. So it's important to have something at every step of the way. Which is so we do so when we work with clients, we do something we call the customer journey mapping. Here's a resource that you can download for free that can help you to do this for yourself. You can download a free mapping guide, and you can see it's broken down in every step of the lifecycle marketing, and you can see what am I doing. And as we move on in this presentation as well, you will see that out pops what you need to focus on. So now we're down to your resource spend. What do you need to spend your resources on? Why do we say that automation helps converting clients? It forces us to create standardized processes that allows you to measure and improve those processes. So by having manual work, you might have said, okay, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. We often forget. We get focused on the next big sale instead of nurturing the repeat sales of your existing customers, for example. So having a process allows you to measure and improve that process because you've automated it. So you don't have to think about it. Now you can measure it instead. So efficient spend of your marketing resources. We're going to look at the priority path. Like as I said, first thing that we do with the client when we work on their customer journey is to map where are they at the moment. Next thing is we go into how do we prioritize the holes that have popped out of this guide, of the mapping. Always something to work on. And we do it in this specific order as shown here. First thing is we check, can we re-engage an existing list? This is low-hanging fruit, doesn't cost us very much. Can we create some business out of your existing list? If you have existing list, obviously. If you don't have that or completely exhausted that option, we look at how are you capturing the leads from your existing initiatives? Are you collecting information in the CRM system? So now we're going to, after this, going to the tech part. Are you efficiently capturing those leads into your CRM system? You have a CRM system. Really, really important. If not, that's where we start. And then we look at the engaging and nurturing process. Do you have a process, at least a basic one? Doesn't have to be perfect. Again, having a process allows you to measure and improve that process. So check looking at your nurturing. What does that look like? Then we look at your customer experience. What does that look like? And this is where you say, but this is not marketing. Well, it affects marketing. It's business processes. So we need to make sure that that customer experience on delivery is great. Because then we can ask happy customers for referrals and do upsells. And this is the multiply stage where you allow that by having this in place. That's why having a good experience comes before asking for the referrals. Then we look at the purchase process. Need to make sure that it's easy to purchase. If that is difficult, no one will purchase. And then all the way at the end, we're looking at generating new traffic to your website or to your social channels or wherever you're getting the leads, to generate new traffic. So a lot of businesses start here generating traffic to all their website and their social channels and all that, and spend money on the ad spend and don't have these things in place. And then wonder, why is our marketing not performing? To my questions in the beginning, what are your expectations from your marketing? Really important. So this is at the end of the priority path that we work with. So let's tech support the process. Let's look at how we can use tech to support this. There's many automation tools out there. There's a jungle of automation tools out there. And you very often find these tables on their website saying, oh, we have that and that and that and that and that. And they will only show themselves from the good side, of course. This is an example of also where one software's definition of automation can be very different from another software's definition of automations. The one with the star is the one that we are partners of. Doesn't mean that there's only one we deal with, but that's the ones that we partner with. So we work quite a bit with them. And I'm going to talk through some of them and some strengths and weaknesses. And you will see some familiar names and maybe some less familiar names. MailChimp, many knows MailChimp. They do well because they offer a free version. That free version is not sufficient to do any of the automations that we've been talking about. It works on, so there's two different ways of segmenting to divide your lists. One thing is just to create lists. Another thing is something we call tagging, where you can combine different things. So say if someone came through Facebook and showed interest in CRM implementation, I will put them in a campaign, automated campaign that knows, so the communication knows that they came from Facebook, and it knows that they're interested in CRM. So could typically be something like, hey Ines, we connected on Facebook, wanted to follow up on your interest in the CRM, but now it's automated. So the follow-up is, they're registered in my CRM. The follow-up is automated, but personalized. So that's where you want the tagging. MailChimp doesn't quite have that. And then they have more paid versions, etc. as well, that offer a little bit more. Then we have ActiveCampaign, which has a lot of automations as well, and a CRM part. Then we have Keap. It's one that we recommend quite a lot. Has two versions that we mainly focus on. They do have three different versions, but two that we mainly focus on. And which one will depend on the customer's need. One is much better on the sales pipeline and opportunities and really the sales structure and pipeline, and that element, and more advanced CRM. They both have fantastic automation, so both versions have that. And the other one would be maybe for less tech-savvy users, where the requirements are a little bit different. So we advise on these kind of things. HubSpot, a lot of people haven't heard about because they're all over with their articles that do very well on the SEO. They also have a free version, but the moment you pay quite a lot, and you do need a paid version to do proper automation. Zoho is another well-known one, has a lot of different modules. Also have a lot of different features. I find that maybe make sure you have a good partner if you have Zoho, because there's a lot of connection points that need to work correctly for it to work for you. Then I mentioned 2 others that we also partners with, but I mentioned them here. So we have something at Kajabi, which has automation, but it's more of an online course on selling your knowledge online kind of platform. So we'll host courses if you want to create a course, you can sell podcasts, communities, and that kind of stuff. Has automation in the background, but if people need advanced automations, we would often combine like a Keep with a Kajabi. Then you have MailerLite, very cheap, but again, has quite a bit of limitations when it comes to how you can personalize your emails, which is important when you do automation. Okay, let's move into what you can actually do and what you can automate, and what is it good for. So what do you need now, for example, your CRM for? So collecting leads is very much about having a CRM so that you can segment, using forms and landing pages, having lead magnets so you can track them and get them delivered automatically. If you say you're gonna send someone a free ebook, you better send that ebook automated because it must be quick and it can be tracked. It is also important for compliance. So if you have to deal with Privacy Act in the States, if you have to deal with GDPR in Europe, if you have to deal with POPIA in South Africa, whatever you have to deal with of compliance, a CRM will help you to stay compliant. It doesn't solve your compliance, but it helps you to be compliant because you know what data you have on people and how your collection process was. So here is an example of an automated lead capture where this is on a website where you can book a 30 minutes free consultation. And then when someone fills in this form, it's just like mail and email. Then now Bessie here has filled in this form. So she has appeared in my Keep app. There's this little Keep icon there. And automatically she is sent an email. So she's registered in my CRM. Here, you see, this is in my CRM here. She's registered. She has received an email. Hi, Bessie. Click on the link below to book your appointment. And she has booked an appointment. So Keep has an appointment, or this version has an appointment booking system as well. So now all of that is done and I haven't even touched the contacts. And she now lives in my CRM with all my other contacts, and I can see all the information I have on her and what's been going on her profile. So that is on the collecting leads. Capturing is so important to be able to nurture, because if you don't have capture in place, that extended figure of 8 is broken and people can't move on to conversions. Converting clients is about engaging and nurturing, offering and selling. We put people in a pipeline that can be, so you have a great pipeline overview, understanding who's, here is an example of a pipeline, understanding whose leads, here's all my leads. Might not be able to see it, so I'm pointing it out here. Here's all the people that I'm busy qualifying, and here's all the people that I won over. And I can create automation around this as well. When a lead comes in, it's automatically allocated to these people. When a lead is won, I need to start my creating fans process. And that can be automated by just the fact that someone moves into that stage. Converting clients is also about knowing your potential customers. Your CRM is going to help you figure out where do they come from, which lead source did they come, which message did they come in on, etc. So it assists you to do segmentation to better utilize personalized email automation, so that you can build relationship and trust. Because remember, they are in the consideration phase. So they are considering their need, they're considering you as a supplier. So you need to know that and build a relationship and trust needed for them to move on. You need to offer the right thing at the right time. So you need to know if it's a hot lead, if it's not a hot lead, are they engaging, are they not engaging with your content? You can use landing pages for exclusive offers. So some of these softwares are offering, you can build specialized landing pages, which is great for offering the right thing at the right time. If you sell anything and you give someone a special offer, they will go on your general website to check what is the actual pricing. And if your landing page is not living on your website, they won't find it there. So they will feel that that link with that offer is a special offer. And also a landing page for easy access to relevant info, making it super easy to purchase. Here's an example. It's a web form lead. So he has come through a web form. We're sending him an offer to join a webinar. If he accepts the offer, we follow up thereafter. So this is called a trigger automation, which has a condition. If he accepts the offer, then we go down to email the follow-up. If he rejects the offer, we send him a discount code. So that if he accepts it, he never even knows that there's a discount code. But if he rejects it, there's a discount code that makes it easier to close him. Then we have creating fans, which is about delivering, impressing beyond delivery and wowing them. So really making this, multiplying the value. It's about keeping the relationship going. No one wants to be dropped the moment they bought something. That is not cool. It can be information and added value. It can be a freebie. It can be a discount on your next purchase, something that was unexpected. Active complaint handling, very important. If someone complains, what happens? Allow people to give that feedback, because you can also end up getting a lot of positive feedback that you can use in your marketing. So asking for reviews and referrals, actively asking for them. It's not something people give you just because they feel like it. You need to remind people that they must give you referrals and reviews. Get repeat sales and loyalty. So here, for example, we have when someone moves into the job complete in the pipeline. So when a deal enters job complete, it says, immediately send an email. So this is a little timer. Immediately send an email, ask for a Google review request. So that's an automation that automates asking for a review. Now we can track if they gave that review or not and keep reminding them a couple of times, because people tend to forget. Then we have here, someone has purchased the course, and because they have purchased this course, they get 50% off the next course. So now we're upselling them to another course as well, or getting repeat purchases, but different products in this example. So that is examples of how you can automate some of the creating fans processes. Especially this one is really, really valuable, where you ask for those reviews, because it's a bit awkward to do so just in the delivery to ask for that. So that's why we tend to not do it. I'm going to give one example here as well. I'm going to show this video. And this is just an example of how to use automation. You were going to see a couple of examples of how, just another couple of ideas of how you can use it.
Greetings from everyone at Keap. Today we're talking about how can small businesses use automation. Howdy, I'm Derek Harju, and today we'll be talking about the ways your small business can use automation. To remain profitable and competitive, small businesses are investing more and more in automation technology and software, with sales and marketing being key automation areas. When you apply automation to your sales and marketing process, not only do you get more profit, but you get more leads, more customers, and better yet, more repeat customers. Marketing automation can help score and nurture leads throughout the sales cycle and boost conversions by targeting customers with the highest purchasing potential. New customers rarely purchase from a business the first time they learn about it, which is why marketing automations such as personalized email campaigns are vital to building and fostering client relationships. Through regular, thoughtfully crafted sends, you'll be able to encourage lead relationships and increase conversion rates. Follow-up emails sent to customers who browse your website, fill out a data capture, abandon their cart, or even write a negative review can help complete the potential transaction. Zappos CEO Tony Hsieh, in his book Delivering Happiness, explained that the best way to gain a customer for life isn't meeting their expectations when they're happy, it's exceeding their expectations when they're unhappy. Follow-ups and tailored communication let your customers know that you're there for them when things go well, but that you'll also be there for them when things go wrong. Let's say you've had an amazing month, best lead closure and purchase volumes you've ever seen. The very next month, everything seems to fall apart. Customers are leaving in droves, revenue is way down, it's a disaster. So what happened? Without automation in place to track the customer journey, you'll likely just be guessing, which is a great recipe for long-term failure. How long did it take the customer to make a transaction? How soon after reaching the website did they receive a follow-up email? What information did they submit to complete the purchase? Maybe they bailed on their cart, but at what part of the process? Did they click away? What marketing assets are leading to the highest conversions and which ones are bringing customer engagement to a screeching halt? With simple automation, you can see critical data on your customer's journey and make intelligent adjustments to keep your leads engaged, closed, and nurtured month after month. Still unsure where to apply automation created by software like Keap? Here are just a few of the top performing areas being automated by successful small businesses as we enter 2020. Routine communication, data entry, billing, basic paperwork, appointment scheduling, employee hiring, training, TV VCR repair, or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting. Wait, that's a different commercial. And as we've discussed, email campaigns, follow-ups, and customer journey monitoring. Once automations like this are in place, your existing team will be set up for success and freed up to focus on big picture ideas and decisions that can help grow your small business. Thanks for watching How Can Small Business Use Automation, presented by Keap. If you want the next video in our series, watch 4 tips for small business.
Okay, we don't need the next video right now, but just gives you an idea of what you can.
Greetings from everyone at Keap.
Let's see. Yeah, so it just gives you a couple of ideas for what to automate. If you have any questions about any of this on automation, how to implement anything regarding what I've been sharing today as well, feel free to contact us. So like I said, we're on different live now on different social channels. You can contact us via email. You're free to contact me directly as well. I popped in my handle there on the various channels. So really feel free to just be in touch. With that, I hope that you have an idea about why you need marketing automation, how to maybe get started with automation, and how to prioritize the way forward. And also the little asset on the first step, which is mapping your customer journey.